94% say they sacrifice their mental health to get by financially. 92% say financial stress has caused physical adverse effects. 41% say their finances has destroyed their mental health. So where does this formula come back into? Because happiness, once again, happiness equals results minus expectations.
For me, I guess this caught my eye and resonated with me because and you know this, I've been doing so much reading in the last 2 years on Stoicism.
Mm-hmm.
And I am one of those, like you mentioned, we were in the room the other day. I'm a natural high achiever. I'm a natural perfectionist. I have high expectations. But with that comes an enormous amount of stress. And where things just aren't good enough. Nothing's ever good enough. And that's a risky place to be. And for many reasons, I think first and foremost, mentally, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And so I have really tried to and this is one of and we're doing, you and I are reading and going through the 40-day abundance. Or
Mm-hmm.
what is that what it's called? 40-day abundance?
It's a very short book. It's called the Abundance Book, and it's
Yeah. Prosperity
the
plan.
40-day prosperity plan. And I'm just going to put a little side note on this for those watching or listening. I thought this stuff was woo woo. I thought this was like
Me too.
okay, there's this all like pseudoscience crap. There's nothing to be gained here. Like if I was talking to my 2012 self, here's the thing. There is now neuroscience that is beginning to quantify the what you can't see per
Yeah.
se when it comes to the mind and mindset and being able to create and move forward and make progress here. So I just want to put a little bit of
Yeah.
an aside that if you think that this is, woo woo, I feel you, but open mind, open heart, what might you need to learn on this front that could be a belief? Once again, it's a belief that is holding you back from unlocking some new level of growth.
Yeah, I think about my just personal financial story and starting over within the last few years and, having to tackle a lot of debt and thinking about potentially buying a home just as an individual by myself. And that is something that it was like a pipe. I mean, just a year ago, James Howard was a pipe dream. I was like, yeah, eventually one of these days I'll figure out how to do that. Just seems like a lot right now. And so I was limiting my beliefs that was just way too far out of reach. No possible way. But through like financial coaching, where I've been able to reframe some of this thinking, where, I've realized that debt isn't the worst thing ever. For me, I was like identifying my financial wellness and well-being. I was tying that to my debt. And that is a place. And if you're going to do that, you're going to feel shitty every day because if you let that define you,
Yeah.
it was almost paralyzing. Well, I can't make any progress until I fix my past mistakes. But I was able to, through financial coaching, shift some things around. And now I'm really focusing on the abundance side where yes, I still have that debt and I still have to manage it appropriately. But just, a few months ago at taxes, I did not expect to get a tax return. I will tell you. And I thought I finagled it to where I'd just probably break even. I ended up getting a decent return back. And let me tell you, and it wasn't I mean, I guess it's all relative on how much it was. It may not be much to some other people, but for me, it was like, oh my gosh. And I immediately just put that straight into my house fund. And I was like, wow, I'm 25% more ahead than I was 2 days ago on getting this house because I viewed that. I didn't expect it. And I viewed that as an, like, I mean, abundance, I guess. And it wasn't, I didn't use it to pay off, to pay down my debt, which, we can all debate what the smart choice was. But I chose to invest that for my home. And so I think I could have, I wouldn't have enjoyed that unexpected return
Yeah.
and done something to grow myself